Hello, Breakish Folk Club. I'm delighted to be playing for you, but I'm only sorry that I can't actually be there in person, owing to the prevailing circumstances. Anyway, I hope you're all keeping well up there in Skye, and thanks very much for the invitation to play for you. I'll begin with three lovely strathspeys, two by Nathaniel Gow and one by Robert McIntosh. Sir George Clark of Pennycook, and two tunes dedicated to the same lady, Lady Charlotte Gamble. The last tune was by Robert McIntosh, People of Neil Gow. He was from Tullymet, just up the road from where I'm living now, at Logierate. And tonight I'm playing, at least just now, I'm playing this, which is an electric fiddle made by Bridge. The reason I'm playing it is it gets, I think, a nice sound. I can use my amplifier to create some reverb, so although I'm sitting here in my shed, I could transform this space into Dunkeld Cathedral. So that's the story of the fiddle. I'd like to continue with some tunes by another pupil of Neil Gow, John Crerar. John Crerar ended up as head of the Athol estate, Stocking, working for the Duke of Athol. But he was taught by Neil Gow. The Duke of Athol paid Neil Gow to teach John Crerar how to play the fiddle. So I'll play some of his tunes, beginning with The Banks of Garry, and then going into Three Reels, the Big Boat of Inver, then, what's the name of this? Oh, this is terrible. My memory is getting worse and worse. Yeah, The Merry Lads of Inver, and then Inver Lassies, which I think most of you will have heard before. 4 tunes by John Crerar, pupil of Neil Gow. Ailey Scannell did a great study of John Crerar, his life and work. So thanks for doing that, Ailey. It's terrific. It's great to keep these old tunes going. I'll continue now with yet another almost pupil of Neil Gow. I'll play a March Strathspey and Reel by James Mackintosh of Dunkeld, and his grandfather's brother, I think, was the last pupil of Neil Gow. So James Mackintosh, who passed away in 1943, he was founder of the Dunkeld and District Strathspey and Reel Society, or co-founder of the society. But he left behind a wee collection of tunes. I've got a copy. Lovely wee tunes, all with local place names. So the march I'm going to play is called Dungarthel. The Strathspey, which follows, is called Jamie Wood. And then I'll finish with a reel called the Birkin Burn. A March Strathspey and Reel by James Mackintosh of Dunkeld, pupil of Neil Gow. So I'll put down this fiddle now and I'll pick up an acoustic instrument. But not just any acoustic instrument. This fiddle here bears a label Caspar da Salo. Now, Gasparo da Salo was a fantastic fiddlemaker of the 17th century. He was so good, and he was in Cremona, although he was from Salo, he did a lot of his work in Cremona. He was such a good fiddlemaker that would-be fiddlemakers such as Amati and Stradivari would look at his work and copy him. And what makes this fiddle extra special is that this belonged to Neil Gow, and certainly was his favourite fiddle at the time of his death in 1807. So I'm not sure when he acquired it, but he probably had it for 10 or 20 years at least. It was probably made as a copy of a Gasparo da Salo, possibly made in Italy or Germany, and therefore it was probably made circa 1750. So it's an old instrument, but it still sings beautifully. Neil Gow, after his death, he'd bequeathed it to one of his friends, and it passed through various hands until it fell into the ownership of the family who still own it, and I'm very fortunate that they allow me to borrow it now and again. Earlier this year I borrowed it for the Neil Gow Festival, which of course was cancelled due to the coronavirus. The lockdown really kicked in 5 days before the festival, so that went by the by, and I've still got this fiddle here. So I thought you might like to hear it, and I'll finish my wee set now with a tune probably composed on this fiddle. Neil Gow's second wife passed away in 1805, 2 years before Neil himself. So this is the violin on which this lament was probably played for the first time. I'll say thank you very much, Breakish, for having me. I hope you've enjoyed my my tune selection. Difficult to squeeze everything into a short set like this, but well, I've given it a go, and I hope to see you all in the flesh very soon, and not forgetting those lovely trout up in the Loch an Iascach at the bottom end of Skye. So all the best, and I'll leave you with this, which is Neil Gow's lament for the death of his second wife. Thank you, and all the best.